If you are selling a home in Arizona, you don't want to miss this video because today I'm going to be talking all about the BINSR. BINSR is an acronym for Buyer Inspection Notice and Seller Response, and it's one of the most important documents in the home selling process. This document is completed once the buyer has investigated everything that they want to know about your home and they've completed all the inspections they wanted to. The BINSR gives the buyer three different options. Number one, they can accept your home as is and move on with the sale. Number two, they can provide you with all the items they found to be unsatisfactory with the home and they can cancel the contract. If this happens, their earnest money will be returned to them. The third option is they can provide you a list of items that they want you to correct or repair. This is the most common outcome. And if you do receive these repair requests, now you have three options. You can either agree to do everything they asked for, you can say you don't want to do anything at all, or number three, you can agree to some of the items, but not all of them. You also have the option to give them a credit in lieu of repairs, which would be applied towards their closing costs. If the credit exceeds the amount of their closing costs, then it wouldn't be an option because a buyer cannot receive cash back at closing. However, there's several of their options that could work. One example is something called an escrow holdback. This is where the title company holds back money and then they pay a contractor to do work on the home after closing. There's almost always a way to make the numbers work, so you just want to make sure you're working with a realtor or a team who has the experience and knowledge to think outside the box. If you choose the second or third option and you don't agree to do all the repairs, the buyer can either agree to move forward with the sale or they could cancel and they would get back their earnest deposit. As a seller, you really have to be prepared for anything to happen when you receive the BINSR document. I've been doing this for over a decade and I have seen the craziest requests on BINSRs, even items that aren't really supposed to be asked for on there. And it can be hard, but you have to try not to take it personal. It's important to do your best to take the emotion out of it. Your realtor will help you sort through the requests to narrow it down. We will share what we commonly see in our market and come up with a plan that really makes the most sense for you. If you do agree to some of the repairs, the buyer might have their home inspector come back to take a second look after the repairs are completed. The buyer will also do a final walkthrough right before closing. Technically, all repairs should be completed within 3 days prior to the closing date. There's so much that goes into the BINSR process. You definitely want to make sure your agent is walking you through each step. If you have any questions about selling a house in Arizona, you can reach out anytime. To learn more about me and the team, visit us online at theforkenbrockgroup.com or connect with us on Instagram. Thanks for watching.